What happens when the corporate jungle meets the actual wilderness? Welcome back, Snob Nation. I'm Mick Manhattan. Today on Snob's Film History Classic Film Review, we're digging our claws into one of the most fascinating werewolf films of the 90s, Wolf. This is part of our Snobtober 2025 celebration, curated by our good friend Sir Sturdy over at Sturdovision, and it's week 2 of our classic horror spotlight. Directed by Mike Nichols, Wolf isn't your typical creature feature. It's part horror, part corporate satire, part romance, and all Jack Nicholson. The story follows Will Randall, a washed-up book editor who gets bitten by a wolf and slowly starts transforming, physically, mentally, and professionally. As he regains his primal instincts, he begins reclaiming his life, his job, and his sense of purpose. But this isn't just a werewolf story. It's a metaphor for aging, masculinity, and identity in the modern world. And what better casting than Nicholson, whose own unpredictable edge makes his performance more feral than Fangs ever could. Michelle Pfeiffer plays Laura, the boss's daughter with her own baggage and bite. James Spader is in full sleaze mode, plays Nicholson's younger rival. It's a perfect predator versus predator matchup. Director Mike Nichols, known for The Graduate and Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, wasn't the obvious choice for the werewolf flick, but that's what makes Wolf so intriguing. He approached the film like a drama first, horror second, creating an elegant and eerie mood rather than leaning on gore. Special effects were handled by the legendary Rick Baker, who already had an American Werewolf in London under his belt. Here the transformation is more subtle, emphasizing animalistic behavior and slow changes rather than full-blown monster makeup. Jack Nicholson reportedly didn't want to wear heavy prosthetics, so Baker focused on enhancing features rather than masking them. The glowing eyes? Nicholson insisted on doing them practically, even using retrospective contact lenses. Released in the summer of 1994, Wolf was a moderate box office hit, but confused some audiences. It wasn't scary enough for horror fans, but too weird for mainstream romance seekers. Critics were split. Some called it sluggish, others admired its genre-bending boldness. But like a lot of misunderstood films, Wolf aged well. It's now recognized for its sharp dialogue, haunting score by Ennio Morricone, and strong performances. It's less about jump scares and more about transformation, inner and outer. In the years since, Wolf has earned a cult following as a moody, slow-burn werewolf story with brains behind the bite. It's often referenced in discussions of elevated horror long before the term became a trend. So if you're looking for a horror film that howls with intelligence, Wolf is your pick. I've always appreciated this movie for what it was trying to be. It was an experiment in film and drama. And Mike Nichols, being the director he is, delivered on something that was completely different and turned werewolves into an interesting metaphor for aging. It's week 2 of Snobtober 2025, and we're howling at the moon all month long here at the Scene Snobs channel. A huge shout out to Sir Sturdy for curating this month's lineup and next month's lineup, so stay tuned for that. We kicked things off with Two Evil Eyes last week, and coming up we've got In the Mouth of Madness, Misery, and Demon Knight. If you've enjoyed this episode, let us know in the comments. Is Wolf underrated? Was Jack born to play a werewolf? Hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell to keep up with all our spooky season content. Support the show and get some awesome perks by joining Patreon. And follow me on Letterboxd and Substack at The Scene Snobs. Also on all social media platforms as well. This has been Snobs Film History. I'm Mick Manhattan. Until next time, stay spooky, stay classy, and always trust your instincts. Be kind and rewind, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.